So this is the final video in the series, and this one is about your portfolio of evidence. The Leading Support Services unit is one of the core units in the Level 5 Diploma in School Business Management. The purpose of this unit is to equip learners with the knowledge and the skills required to lead, develop and coordinate support services within a school or a trust, and to manage operations in line with current policy and health and safety legislation. There's a lot of information in this unit, and it's the largest of the 4 units within the Level 5 Diploma, both in terms of material that you'll have to read, evidence you'll have to provide and time you'll have to use to complete the unit. The Level 5 Diploma in School Business Management is accredited by the Institute of Leadership and Management, the ILM, and we have to ensure that you meet their criteria so that you pass the diploma. All units are assessed via a portfolio of evidence. As you work through each unit, there are a number of activities to complete and to save as evidence within your portfolio. Initially, we ask you to save the evidence on your computer or laptop, but eventually you'll be given access to a portfolio to upload your evidence. To pass a unit, you must provide sufficient, consistent and valid evidence for each of the assessment criteria in your portfolio, and you will have to demonstrate that the evidence is your own. We will ask you to sign a statement to confirm this, and there will be occasions that we ask you to obtain a signed statement from a senior colleague to evidence that it's your own work. Each unit has an assessment guide, and you can find this in your resources section as you work through the online material. If you haven't already done so, have a look at the assessment guide for the Leading Support Services unit. One of the key pieces of information within this guide is the assessment criteria. You'll find a table that lists each of the assessment criteria, examples of the evidence that you're required to include in your portfolio of evidence, and what you must ensure that you include within this evidence. You're asked to include evidence of knowledge and evidence of skills. Specific assessment tasks are included within this unit so that you're able to evidence your knowledge. Other activities guide you as to how you can evidence your skills. For example, within section 2 of this unit, one of the 4 assessment criteria is to supervise a team to achieve your own and others' objectives. In order to pass this assessment criteria, you'll have to show how you've supervised a team in order to achieve your own and other members of team's objectives. You may already supervise a team of staff, but for those of you who don't have line management responsibilities, this doesn't prevent you from achieving this assessment criterion. There will be times when you work with other members of staff, and this is an opportunity for you to identify a work objective that you can lead on. As you work through the activities within the unit materials, you will be guided to make notes resulting from the plan of action you prepare to complete this work objective, and these notes should be included within your portfolio. We also include suggestions about other types of information that you can include to enhance your evidence. In this case, we suggest that agendas and minutes of meetings that your team that you work with are also included. You may even want to include signed statements from a senior member of the team confirming your role and the desired outcomes. Not all skills have to be evidenced by new work. If you have recent examples of meeting some of the assessment criteria, please include these in your portfolios. As you work through section 1 of the Leading Support Services unit, you'll be given 3 assessment tasks that will give you the opportunity to evidence your knowledge. Once you've completed a draft of these, you may submit them to your facilitator for feedback during week 5. This is a great opportunity to gain feedback on your work, and we encourage all participants to submit their section 1 tasks. If you haven't been able to complete a draft of all 3 tasks by week 5, then it's still worth submitting the tasks you have prepared as a draft to gain some feedback. You will have been provided with a schedule of activities, and this provides details of the deadlines for completing and submitting your assignments. Please check this to ensure that you meet the deadline. You'll find a copy of the schedule in the resources section online. One final comment about assessment. It's essential that the work you include in your portfolio is your own. Both the SBM Partnership and the ILM take plagiarism and collusion very seriously. You will have read about our policy on plagiarism and collusion when you worked through the online introduction. If you want to read it again, please go to section for part 6 of the induction materials. I hope that this video has helped explain the assessment process, but should you have any further questions, please do contact us. Good luck.